Okay, though. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome. It's Friday. Hey, Elliot. Welcome, welcome. Little bit late. Sorry. For those who know, I only mentioned it a little at the end of the Wednesday stream. I explained why I didn't stream on Saturday last weekend and that, so and we'll be able to make up for that a little bit. Actually, ironically, with some of the new things that are going on with work. So, but I got in a bike accident on my bicycle. If you've been watching the stream remotely any over the last like 2 months, you know that I have taken up some bicycling and I've been liking it, and it's saves gas and it's really good just for, like I want to go just browse or maybe pick up something small that doesn't need a car to fill up like with 20 bags of groceries or something, if you know what I mean. So like I've been enjoying that, and I got hit sadly by somebody exiting the Ruby Tuesdays in the area. So I had to get some stuff related to the claim filled out. Was unable to talk to anyone this morning though. They're probably not open yet. So I will probably be giving them a call after stream. So yeah. So that's what's been going on a little bit though. But sorry about being a little bit late. I know. I don't know. I've been kind of late a lot lately. That's not been the only reason. Like when I was off, it's Elliot's fault. It's Elliot's fault. Staying up to like 2 a.m. playing video games. It has been kind of hard getting back to a normal sleep schedule again. Now I'm gonna have time off again. Not as long as I did before, at least currently. But we'll have some time off again. I'm gonna be off until let's see. Look at calendar a second. So I will not be going back to work until the 26th, and then we're gonna be off the next week. The reason only the 26th for me is because I had 3 more carryover days from last year that have to get used before the end of the month. So I put them in on that week because next week, the 16th through the 19th, was always set to be a down week. So I figured I'd put them there. If it's a down week, then I guess that's just a week I don't have to worry about claiming unemployment. So, but that's going to be a work week, so I'll get 3 vacation days, work 26, and then we're going to be off from the 30th to the 2nd, and then beyond that, we have no idea what the fuck's going on. So, yeah, things are still being pretty fucking weird at work. So, we need to go back to the forest area, looks like. I'm going to assume I can't fast travel though, but let's take a look. Maybe we can. We'll see. I'm going to say it probably isn't going to be a location. Ooh, oh. So how you doing today, Elliot? I believe you said you're walking today, so... Poor Elliot's been doing lots of fucking overtime. Nope. So we're gonna have to go on foot. Yeah. Also, we should get way actually, since we're not in story mode at the moment. So, okay, so we do a little bit of combat, but we're probably not gonna do much. But yeah, some people want a lot of overtime. Like, a lot of my coworkers are really, like, overtime heavy right now. Which, I mean, to be honest, like, in my situation, like, I only had 2 months off. So, like, I didn't really have a problem, like, surviving. But I certainly didn't get a lot of money. Like, unemployment, is just, well, help you survive, not buy a new computer. So... Which is why I always, like, make fun of really stupid people that, like, oh, I'm getting tons of employment. I'm gonna waste on, like, I don't know, alcohol, drugs, expensive electronics. I don't know. Like, people who do that with, like, unemployment money are really fucking stupid. And it's not that you, like, use it to have some entertainment or fun, but, like, you know, if you're in a situation that you need the funds to survive with your basic necessities, you shouldn't be squandering it all away on expensive shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I got by fine, obviously, but yeah, the accounts for, like, savings and shit ain't, like, going up because of it any, though. I'd say my money-wise, it was mostly just staying even, you know. Covering the bills, electricity, and things, and any basic necessities, but also not, you know, really building up any. So, I gotta say, I certainly didn't miss walk, though. Especially ye know who. He whose name is never said. Like, Chad's always like the bane of my existence, honestly. Like, he always makes everything in my life fucking depressing at work most of the time, because he can't really handle stressful situations. And I'm not saying one can't get stressed out. I mean, I certainly can get stressed out when some things happen, so I'm not gonna say, like, I'm perfect either, but there's, like, a certain rationale of, like, if you're realizing you're, like, upsetting people and shit, like, you need to, like, know how to chill out a bit and shit, you know? But Chad has that problem with, like, fucking everyone. He just has to do his job and he gets upset about it. Oh, hey, woo. I'm just trying to get some ingredients here. See, it was this way, right? Because we don't got a lot of this stuff. Oh. Excellent. I don't think there's a person to give this to in the forest town unless one became available, which I doubt. There's a small chance, but I doubt. Press F to doubt. I don't know, sometimes I look at the state of Western culture. I mean, yet, you know something I just learned that happened recently? So, apparently some soccer player went to Japan. And that's obviously nothing wrong with that. But apparently there was some, I think it was an Italian person? Apparently some Italian person was also went to Japan. They were doing like a little live stream chat thing. And they don't apparently speak English, they just speak Italian or that. I think it is Italian. Let's see. I can double check. Let's see. What is it? Yeah, it was apparently an Italian person. An Italian person named Lucaia King M. Apparently there's a word in Italian that sounds like the N word. So this soccer player, who was African American, apparently heard this person say this word, and instead of thinking what he spoke a foreign word that sounded similar, because apparently it's like the sound of the N word with like A in front of it. So he thought he said A N word and not a word that has A in it. But he clearly, looking at the clip, can't speak proper English or that. He's just speaking his language and shit, and this guy is just like fucking harassing him and shit. And it's I feel so ashamed every time I see these fucking retarded Western people. Okay, I apologize, actually. I probably shouldn't have said the R word, but I just get really offended when I see people from Western culture go to Japan and just act stupid. I do apologize for saying the R word, but it just, people shouldn't act like this in foreign countries or to other cultures. It's just, can't people understand there's more languages than English? Like, for hell's sake. Like, English isn't the only word in language in the universe. Like, the person's clearly speaking a different... Well, I'll be honest, to me, the R word isn't a big deal. But some people do treat it as a big deal. So I'm just not trying to necessarily, like... I just mean stupid, is basically all I'm saying. It's just stupid. It's disrespectful and uncultured. And it makes everyone else look bad. Like, it's why I don't like it. It's like, I don't like how people go to another culture and act like that. Also, how are you doing today, Stingway? AKA Jessa. Having fun with photography still? I really need to try and catch, like, a photography, round. Like, it's been a long time since I've done, like, VR photography, to be honest. I guess I just kind of got burnt out on it, like, between Wingding, like, starting and shutting it down constantly, and trying to run it, like, when he initially left it and tried to run it by myself. I guess I just kind of got burnt out on it a bit, like, mentally, in a way. But, I don't know, it's just, I don't understand how somebody goes up to someone who's clearly speaking a different language, and just assumes they're saying, like, English words. Like, I don't understand why people keep doing that. That happened with that guy who, went to Korea and got arrested. Like, he went to Japan too, but then he went to Korea and they arrested his ass. Like, apparently there's a Korean word that also sounds like the N word. And they were just, basically, like, I can't remember. I think I'm trying to remember what it meant. It was like some really common word. And, like, the person just kept thinking he was saying the N-word. It's like, arrest him! He's racist! Arrest him! It's just like... Dude, people, like, how do you not understand those other languages? I don't understand how this is hard to understand as an adult. Maybe if you're, like, a teenager at best and, like, a little kid at worst. But, like, how? I don't get how grown adults go into a different culture and just, like, do you think they're just slipping in one English word that, like, Sometimes some words are universal or adapted into other languages sometimes, but I mean, that's not the case always, you know? I do feel like the people who go and cause trouble in other cultures are just nuisances and shit. It's just, really, they need to stop putting an intelligence ban on like people going to other cultures. Like, I'm so sick of like this is what the 200th incident of some moron going to Japan and making a fool of themselves and or whatever fucking cultures they're from. I swear. Like, I swear a lot of these people doing all this stupid shit really just need to go to jail or something. And it's just fucking, it gets so annoying. Uh-oh. Yo. Okay, so, Elliot gave a gift sub, so as usual, the gifter and gifted both can vote something up, so if you want to either vote for one of those titles that are scrolling on the bottom right, feel free to vote one of those up, or you can add a title, whichever you prefer. Which is a good time, because, like I said, we're probably getting close to the end of this game, so that means soon something will be replacing it. Wait, he's been outside? Like, when did he ever go to other kingdoms? What? What? When did he run into that guy? Well, see, the problem with this guy's logic is he's thinking with group mentality, you know, the kind of shit where it's like, everyone of so-and-so group, cultural race is responsible for such and such, like, which is a very bad mentality to have in general. Like, I like to try and approach these kind of things as an individual, you know, like the individual soccer player who went to Japan and made himself look like a fucking uncultured idiot. Versus whatever particular things, be it his team, race, gender, nationality. But I do say, like, a lot of fucking people from the West are making us look bad, though. Okay, so it sounds like Elliot is giving you a double vote. So you want to vote anything up? Or add something? Which would give it 2 votes. Now, Elliot's sometimes a little too kind on this, you know, because, like, there's a lot of people that got a gift sub from Elliot, and they either didn't vote or take, like, he'd say whatever they vote for and didn't even vote for anything. Like, votes aren't mandatory, of course, but it's just thoughtfully very generous for some of the people who didn't even take advantage of it. So maybe we should make, like, a special, like... You know, actually, I just came up with an interesting idea. What if in the scenario that nobody votes, like you subscribe or do something and you don't want to vote, or like in this scenario, or in past scenarios like this, if somebody didn't want to accept a gift vote, that we have like I'm not sure what the terminology for it is. It's like a community chest thing, like, well, like somebody puts a bunch of different people put money in, and then it gets lumped into something. Like, I would have to like set up some kind of system that triggers it going to something, like a jackpot or something. Like, what could I do to do that? I'd have to think about it, but the idea is interesting. That way it gives like a kind of a interesting... Oop, Alien wants to add that. That's that one game you gave me, right? I'm assuming that's that one game you gave me. Elliot's like, never mind. I don't want to go waste. I've had so many Borns. Borns! Of course, to be fair, Jesse might need just some time to kind of think about it, maybe. Ooh, playing a PS1 FPS game, I'm not sure how that'll go. Really thinking about, like, I think the oldest first-person shooter I've ever really played was, like, stuff on the N64. I'm not really sure if there's any, like, first-person shooters I've ever played on the PS1, really, to be honest. Like, off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything. I certainly wasn't really into first-person shooters back then. It was very RPG-centric time period for me. Just let him think he's in charge. For the sake of the Force, for the sake of the world. See, this is how you deal with, like, misunderstandings and stuff. Like, you just talk it out and stuff, you know? And, you know, like with that soccer player, you know, it would be fine if he apologized and stuff, but apparently, like, he, like, muted his Twitter account and stuff, so, clearly he doesn't give a shit. Now, I do prefer games that'll added be stuff that I'm either already own or stuff that I'm looking to buy in the future. Let me look at what this is. Let's see. Oh, is this that game that's like emulating Parasite Eve? I've seen a lot of like, let's see. Hate clicking on Steam pages because a lot of times they'll, no, don't play the trailer. Yeah, this is one of those Parasite Eve-esque inspired games. I doubt it's gonna have a DRM-free version. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. It has a GOG page. Oh. Well, you know, that changes everything a bit, you know. I'm always down for, like, when there's a DRM-free version. It is on GOG, so, you know, how big would it be, though? Because that's always my big problem with PC stuff a lot of times is the size. Let's see. It says it'll run on Windows 7 to 11. Da, da, da. It doesn't say how. Oh, here. 5,000 megabytes. so that'd be 5 gigs then. That's not too bad on size. So do you want me to do Parasite Mutants? Obviously I have to see if it works on the computer and everything. But, like I said, it has a, DRM free show, you know, I, like, But, funny enough, Elliot has, Parasite Eve 2 on the list, if you haven't always seen that. I haven't been Parasite Eve 2 or Third Birthday. But yeah, Elliot currently has Parasite Eve 2 with 6 votes. I believe I have all the Dino Crisis games beaten. No, wait, there's one I haven't. I haven't beaten the original Xbox third title. I've beaten Dino Crisis 1 and 2 and the GunCon game on the PS2, but I have not beaten the Xbox Dino Crisis 3. I remember I played a good bit of it, and then I got stuck somewhere, like, the Xbox One was something. So, I can do, I can add the Parasite Mutant if you want, or if you want to do Parasite Eve 2 if you're interested in Parasite Eve itself, because I've never been to. I own a copy, and I never got, like, I believe to the end of disc 1, and I was having, like, trouble on some fight or something that happens there, because I didn't get related to, like, I had to do something to get the good ending to get triggered, so I kept having trouble with that, if I remember correctly. So, but I would be interested in playing through Parasite Eve 2. Whatever one I want. This is supposed to be viewer choices, not my choices. I mean, if it was my choices, we'd just be playing The Last Defense Academy. Now, wouldn't we? I'm fine with Parasite Mutant, Parasite Eve 2. Third Birthday, like I said, I also own and haven't played. I'd rather not really replay games I've already played through. At least not, like, this exact one. Like, maybe if it's, like, a remake or something, it's a little bit better, because at least there's some, like, you know, differences and stuff. But, like, you know, I have a lot of games, so replaying games, like, you know, like, there's some game, like, I remember when I used to replay Final Fantasy, like, I replayed Final Fantasy Tactics, like, fucking 5 times in my younger days. It's like, I own way too many games to really commit a whole lot of replay time on a lot of entries, unless there's, like, just a real particular reason. So, I'd rather not replay stuff I've beaten, so if you want to do Dino Crisis, then Dino Crisis 3 would be on the plate, because I haven't beaten that one. But whatever one you want to do. But yeah, Parasite Mutant is going to be on GOG. Whether it'll run on my computer, I don't know. It probably will be fine, but you know, computer stuff could be fickly, so. Yay, more party members. But yeah, you think about, you choose one. Or you can choose something else. If you want, there's always my handy dandy list if you want to get ideas of stuff I haven't beaten and known and stuff. You know, I honestly should see if I can just figure out a way to make like a command that just pops out the stuff. Copy. Put that in the chat for you. Parasite Eve is Parasite Eve 2 is okay? Okay then. Elliot, do you want to keep the one on Medal of Honor, or do you want to reverse that and add it the Parasite Eve 2 as well? Otherwise, we could just leave it. I mean, like, it puts Parasite Eve 2 at 7, which is tying with Tiny Tina's, but currently, well, actually, no, there's a 3-way tie in the 7 bracket. But Final Fantasy Dissidia PSP currently is the one in the lead with 11. And then you got 3 1-ups tied at 7. And then a whole bunch of other stuff all over the place. But I'll put Parasite Eve 2 and I'll leave the Medal of Honor one on. And if Elliot wants to change it, he can let me know. Which one? Move it or to not move it? I need details, not vague statements. We got Teemo Snufkin. Yeah, I like Snufkin, you know. Like, last time I went to the... Yeah, I got that Atlanta, Georgia. When I went to the meetup thing last year at Atlanta, Georgia, there was this person who had all kinds of different merch. They had some Moonman stuff. I was really happy the boss likes Moonman, because, like, I bought them a few Moonman things from there. Like, I love Moonman! Which also was nice, because when I went to visit the boss and everyone in the Netherlands... Parasite Eve 2? Okay then. We'll come on over to the Parasite Eve 2 then. Elliot is we reversing his decision. Medal of Honor is being deleted. Whew. I mean, what? And we're gonna turn Parasite Eve 2 to 8. Making it currently 2nd place. You know, honestly, I look forward to doing Parasite Eve 2 again, because like I said, that's something I got pretty far in and just didn't finish. I don't remember the 100% reason, but I did find the gameplay a lot more interesting, because, like, it's more real-time versus the kind of... Like, I liked the first one, too, don't get me wrong, though. The first one had an interesting system as well. But yeah, when I went and visited the boss and hung out with everyone in the Netherlands, like, I bought them that Snufkin Moonman game on the Switch. And they were pretty happy about that too, so it's all coolio. Anyway, so I don't know if there's a... I'm assuming these are merchants. A real customer? You mean there's people who will buy things? You know, probably having a store in a place that basically blocks out like 90% of the world, probably not exactly the best business strat. Let's see. Ooh. Furniture. Let's see. It looks like it's basically the same kind of outfit, but it's just a different color. Ooh, excuse me. Do we got a request over here? $200. What is this, a beginner's quest? that's his house. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anyone to, like, turn bounties into. So, if you get anything good, it looks like you just have to go the long way. But yeah, third birthday though, I gotta say, I don't know if I really look forward to playing that one now. I heard third birthday is just an atrocity on, like, everything about Parasite Eve. It's like, if you ever heard me talk about Diablo 3, that's what I've always heard about basically the third birthday. It's just, oh my lord. Just, I hear it just fucking pisses all over the lore and characters and just everything. The power of friendship compels thee. But here's the question though, why did she stop visiting? I mean, honestly, why is she really just staying at Bellfly at this point? Ooh, adorable charm. May the Force be with you. Just a wee bit off. Too bad you can't have more than one. Oh, oops. Okay, so what do we still need to do butterfly-wise here? Okay, so we need to talk to the Queen, and we need to go look at the airship. So we go back here to do that one. Truffles. He's just like, fine. Sure, sure, sure. Like, when he tells you to shut up, you're like, fine. But, like, when we're like, oh my goodness, there's danger, you're like, you're a nuisance. Lock her up in a room. Oh, dear. Way to keep it subtle? Oh no. Somebody call the police. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, the well. Okay, so... Right. Wait, where we that? Well, maybe she's at the airship. Oh wait. No. Let's wait out. Don't see any little pets. Let me see if she's by the airship then. Unless she's in the actual, like, dangerous part of the forest. What's up with this area down here? Well, I guess she's somewhere out in the actual forest, maybe, then? Unless she's inside, like... Did say they're brother and sister, so I guess she could be in his house, maybe. Aha! Yeah, it's like, you know, him having not exactly smart social skilling. Her dream is to be cultured. Maybe you should just explain what you're doing exactly. You can have more party members. Then now we need to go talk to Queen. And then we can start the next chapter. Of pain. Oh, actually, also, do I have any wizard stuff to turn in? Oh, no, those are challenges here. That should be all turned in. too particular going on now. Oh. That's why. And it's not just a regular bounty, so I guess I'm just gonna have to take it, I guess. Just in case it's special. This is gonna give us a second one. Ba-bing ba-boom. Very well. No! No! Fuck! Oh no. Bad way. God damn it! Well, those are gone. Well, I guess now I don't have bounties, so I guess now I can fast travel. Rest in peace. Let's be honest. I don't really think the crafting is necessary for the story. I think it's really for like in-game, like super boss stuff. Because seriously, the story has been ridiculously easy. So this is probably more like one of those games where like the story is not really the main appeal. It's just kind of a, you know, a little something to diddle-daddle with your own time. Give me a second, I want to get a drink here. So where the hell is the queen? For that natured feeling. Well, sometimes it is that simple. Sometimes it really is just that simple. Okay. So that's all that shenanigans. So, Stylus, don't fall. Go back home. Do the talks and the locks. Got 2 blisses. Let's see what's after this one. Nothing. There's nothing after that one. It's time to talk the talk and then walk the walk. See, that's what I miss about, like, Final Fantasy XI. Like, I was so pissed when Final Fantasy XIV announced they were gonna have Legion servers as opposed to the Universal servers that 11 did. Like, it's, like, I keep finding it strange how we innovate and then we go backwards. Like, innovation! We have servers that everyone can play on. In a universal world where we're becoming more friends and visiting people internationally and shit, you can play with your friends overseas. Future games. We have Legion servers. Fuck you for living somewhere else. Honestly, I'm surprised World of Warcraft is still such a fucking closed ecosystem. Like, it's so weird considering, like, more and more people are becoming friends and knowing people from, you know, just different places in the world. It's just seems so stupid to me. We keep finding innovations and then going backwards from it. Break time. Yeah, make sure you're taking breaks. We've gotten everyone united and everyone with peace and love. If only my coworkers could do that. Like, ugh. If only my coworkers could do that. I tell you, the thing I hate about my job is I feel like I'm a yes man and a everything is your fault unless you prove yourself not guilty. Like, it gets so annoying. And they wonder why people, like... It's kind of weird because my job's not hard. Like, it's just checking the parts, the ones that aren't cut and the ones that are cut, and just checking them. You know, it's like not a difficult job by any means, but people who don't have attention spans to look and shit, they get sloppy and shit, and you need like people who will very like they absorb things and that, and it's just gets annoying. It's like no matter how much you do, it's always gonna be your fault, it seems. Check mail. It's probably gonna be like, "Dear Atticus with 1T, come to the castle now. Signed, your kind Kate." Of course. And of course, it's gonna force a scene. Chapter 6. Wonder what the final boss of this game is gonna be like, though. See, if I found like any of the stuff for these people, Nope. What do you want? More party members. Sounds like Odin's suffering horrifically. I am here to consume your dream. Little did we know she was Freddy Krueger in disguise. I need to disguise my voice spell. Good lord. So everyone's just gonna turn evil. Wait, is she just breaking the fourth wall? Now, leave the humans to their fate to die. So that's why she's been wanting wishes. Well, I mean, look at the upside. At least even the Lord himself has trouble with his kids, right? It's like, God damn it. Can't live with him. I can't live without him. Where's my blessed wine? Damn kids turned me into a alcoholic. It's like, maybe, I'm not quite sure. It's just a theory. A god theory. Oh, that's what the X is. I mean, what do you have going on if the world's ending? I mean, you have multiple worlds? I mean, these are my pet projects over here. I call this one Lizard Town. It's full of lizard people. And this one's the Rick and Morty universe. Well, Rick and Morty or Rick and Morty. Kind of reminds me of the Dragon Quest VII version of God. A little nonchalant in the serious department. I'm assuming this was the conversation she had with them prior to meeting me. And yet, the world's still ending. Oh, take it easy, Elliot. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself. Hopefully it's not too hot. I know the weather has been pretty wacky. We just went kind of back to being a little bit more chilly. See, right now it's 59, which is very decent. Good time to get some biking if it wasn't damaged. Let's see. Apparently there is a pretty big snowstorm heading to the east again. Oh dear. What's this? Travel warnings? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is just advisory for going, like, somewhere else. That, because you know I'm planning on going on a trip, and I'm like, oh no. But yeah, it looks like the east is gonna get hit with some more snow. Not fun. Yeah, pretty much. Hello? God. Well, sorry to disturb you, but, we kinda like living. So we wanted to know if we could have a chat. What? How much could you possibly need? Who the hell are you? Buddy, that's not helping a lot then. I swear I'm not crazy.
Man, I tell you, I'm really just debating fucking swapping off of fucking, Kick that. I tried Kick because Pat asked about it. I haven't even went Kick in a while. Let's see. For some reason, with the window squunched up, it's hiding the pause button. Let's see. Currently, I have 19 followers on Kick. I can't say Kick has been really improving any. Honestly, it really makes me debate about just going to having it swap back to YouTube. Honestly, I don't know. At this point, I really don't know what to do with most of this crap. How far did they drag this guy away? Huh. Wasn't very far away at all.
Okay, well, get on with it. How strange. Hopefully he wasn't named Harry and got locked into his apartment. Yeah, we don't talk about that apartment. It's sealed forever. Someone named Wavin. And sounds like we're gonna be running around for a while. Cause I got a bad feeling it's gonna be like, you get there, blah blah blah, go do something, go there, blah blah blah, come back, blah blah blah, go do this. Onward and out. Why it sounds like a phone call, I have no idea. Wow. News travels fast. Unexpected party members. It's like, where the hell did the arrow go? Now let's see what we get. Oh no. Well, I'm here to sabotage you. So what? She just been stuck on the island and no one's cared to look? Wish you would cover your stamina while in cutscenes some. Babu. Oh wait, I was having a brain thought there for a second. Thank you, Random Driver, for your motorcycle and your musical entertainment to be available in my house. As usual, thanks for being an asshole. See, that part, it reminds me of a song in Final Fantasy IX so much. The boss. Na 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 na. Seriously, just that part just reminds me of Final Fantasy IX so much. Let's get going. Ooh, new music. Zippity, zip, zip. What's party members? New party member. I really wish it would fill stamina up. So we got way up north. Ooh, okay, here. I cannot even harm that. Chrono Cross? Oh, Chrono Trigger, I should say. Chrono Trigger, is that you? It went that way. Nope, can't touch any of that either. Ah, so you got lost here and then... So, less party members. Whip. Oh, they got a person for the bounty hunting for some reason. Not sure why she's up here. That seems a little bit off.